Goes right side again. Kurt Schilling with another base hit. McGee tries to throw down. Oh my God! It hit him right in the head. Are you kidding me? It hit Kurt Schilling right in the head. He never saw it. McGee came up throwing. Schilling kept running. He never saw it coming.
You can see the mark of the ball on the helmet.
Oh, brother.
Hurley's had a good day. 2 hits for him. Swing and a drive. Belted right. Burley admires that one. She is long gone. Is it too early to say, holy cow?
I think it is right on time. The Cardinals strike again. Tuso with 2 strikes.
That ball was absolutely destroyed.
What a 6th inning.
Goosebump moment here at the ballpark for everybody.
We're top.
Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Nissan. Hop into a Nissan Rogue and hit the road to adventure. Shop at NissanUSA.com. By Optimum Fiber, famously fast fiber internet. And by Hyundai. Test drive a new Hyundai today, only at your local Hyundai dealer. Some pretty good catches right there.
Yeah, I love looking at that split screen and seeing all the different people on it. I definitely went for the steak sandwich too.
I agree. Here's Carlos Narvaez. Being told by our producer Troy Benjamin that you were looking at pastrami.
Look like steak.
Fly ball right field. I'll tell you, I don't know which one I would go with. I don't like lobster and I don't like pastrami.
I would have to agree with you. Yeah, I'm out on both.
I guess I'd go hungry.
Yeah.
You know what a lobster roll costs now?
No.
Like $50.
That sandwich in the ball?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Ooh.
See, I'll take the M&Ms though.
There's a shocker.
There's Roman Anthony as they go to the top of the lineup again. 1-0. Roman Anthony played on the USA team in the WBC. Great experience for him with all those star players, and got to reunite for a little bit with his former teammate Alex Bregman.
He learned a lot from Alex. Alex took him in the cage last year and got him to stop wrapping his bat in his stance so much around his head. And what happened is he quickened up inside and could get to the inside pitch, and it made a big difference. Would say that. When did he go to 19?
I think after his debut.
Now the bat is for Wilson Contreras. He hit a single in the first inning.
Like I would have compared him. He was a catcher. Joe Madden would put him in left field, put him different. He was like a Russell Martin athletic. Really strong, a really good arm, could play different positions. And I think they just found the right spot for him as he's gotten a little bit older, first base, but he's played extremely well. And it's amazing to me, he's tied for the league lead in hit by pitches with 5. He gets hit a lot. That he hits the ball well in, but I think they want to make him aware in to get him out away.
High fly ball left field. Grichuk, Wynn takes it in. He'll make the play. Anthony goes back to first. That's going to bring up Yoshida. Runner on first with 2 outs. Yankees lead 1-0 on the Stanton moonshot. Yoshida in his 4th season with the Red Sox. 4th season of a 5-year, $90 million deal he signed with them.
He's had some arm issues too. Right labrum surgery last year. Started the season late.
Will put it away. And the Red Sox strand Anthony at first. And we'll go to the 4th. Great statue of 4 teammates on the Red Sox.
Diving catch. Cole Young taking a hit away.
Leaps up at the top of the fence, and he makes the catch.
The sweet relief of defensive redemption.
Tagging and going to third is Dominic Smith. Here comes a throw. Got him!
All the way to the wall, and Trout makes the catch at the top of the fence.
Gorman, nice pick. 360 spin. How about that play?
Well, you talk about good defense right there.
And Steven caught it. Steven was right there to clean it up.
That's lined into right field, and Shaw makes a tumbling catch.
Orange Butler at the wall, finally able to rob a hit.
Diving stop Miguel Rojas. No way.
Sliding play by Turner. Gets to his feet, throws in time. What a play by Trey.
Jeremiah Jackson makes a terrific running catch. Up the middle, and he's got it. Justin Robleski pitching the game of his life here.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude?
My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
Everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
.org.
Well, what would you choose? I think I go with rice, so I guess I'd be binded by the rice. You like chowder?
Oh, I do.
You do?
Yeah, a lot. You?
No. If it's out of the sea, it's not for me. There's Ben Rice.
By the way, I've only had it out of a can.
Well, here's Rice from Cohasset, Mass. chapped the Red Sox just a bit that the Yankees swoop in and draft this guy. Not an early round draft pick. Red Sox had many opportunities to get him, and he's turned into really quite a player.
Michael, I think one of the greatest skills in baseball is projection. Being able to project what someone might come. And obviously the Yankees had a good feeling about Ben Rice, a good feeling about Cam Schlittler, and they become really impactful players on this team.
Two and two. Rice struck out looking in the first inning. He's had a home run in 4 straight games. Stan had a home run in the second. And Rice came into the game today 4th in the American League in batting average at .338. Now he's down to .333. These lineups that Aaron Boone has put together, they can't be easy, because every single time you make a decision that you're going to have somebody that's not pleased. No Grisham in the lineup today. No Goldschmidt in the lineup today against a lefty. And it looks like Rice got hit, and he did. So he's going to take first.
Michael, it works a lot more when you're winning and in the playoffs than it does during the regular season. The regular season guys want to play and put up numbers so they can get paid. Playoffs, everyone becomes somewhat unselfish, a lot more unselfish, because they want to win. But it's hard when you have a lot of players that could be playing other places.
Let's check out one of tonight's player props, brought to you by Bet365, where winning is everything. And it involves Giancarlo Stanton. Will he hit another home run or more? He's plus 450 for that. Foul back.
But Aaron must do a great job however he does it, because I don't ever hear any complaining. Even through like back channels, or you don't ever hear anyone. The players they have are really professional, understand it's about winning games, and it's not easy making these decisions, because you know every day you're disappointing someone.
It's always good to have a good bench. But when you have a bench with guys that are used to starting, that becomes a little bit of an issue. That's why I think your championship teams that you played on, they had perfect benches where the guys on the bench were bench players and they accepted it. They knew that there was a role.
I think that's important in all sports, to be honest with you, Michael, that players understand their role.
Yeah, Stanton goes down on strikes.
That they understand that, hey, you know what? I may not get as many at-bats, but he's going to put me in situations to be successful. He communicates the night before. You look, I mean, all 3 of these guys have, the top 3 have been everyday players.
Yeah.
But again, they have bought in, and it's about winning games.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Grounded right to first. Steps on the bag one. On to second. It's a double play. 3-6 double play. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Yankees still up. 1-0.
How do you go from a wonder of the ancient world to the modern day world champs through the Civil War, cricket, and a mythological origin story? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
During the offseason of 1888 to 1889, Spalding took a group of big leaguers on the first worldwide barnstorming tour.
At first it was only supposed to be to Australia, but on his way there he's like, yeah, why stop there?
This is Spalding.
Yes,
you look at the Spalding, you're like, wait a second,
yeah.
No, this is the backstory. Okay, this
Correct.
is great.
Stops included New Zealand, Italy, France, England, and even Egypt, where they played in front of the pyramids.
Did they water the field or
They
something?
did not. You hit a ground ball and it just goes right, exactly.
And the ball-playing tourists posed for this photo with the Great Sphinx.
How much does a ticket on the Sphinx cost?
Too much, too much.
Spalding's contributions to baseball history don't end there.
Do you know the story of
Doubleday and the invention of baseball? You tell us.
Enlighten us.
When a 71-year-old mining engineer and Cooperstown native came forward, claiming that he watched a future Union general, Abner Doubleday, invent baseball in central New York State in 1839, baseball officially had a birthplace in Cooperstown.
If I'm in the presence of this baseball right here, does it like give you powers to become a better baseball player?
And whether it's the World Series or the wonders of the ancient world, there's no debating that baseball connects us all.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
You Verbo.
And here is Wilyer Abreu. And a strike. Red Sox have gotten off to a rough start. They played a little better of late. That one is chopped to Rice. And it was early in the home season, either the first or second game, that the fans here at Fenway started chanting "Sell the team." And John Henry was here, and there's a video like he was listening to this, and he turned to whomever he was sitting next to and said, "Sell the team." So the championships they've won with him as an owner, the last one in 2018, it's not staying with them because they don't think the Red Sox spend the same amount of money as they used to.
Short-term memory.
Yeah. There's John Henry.
They've done a lot of winning under his ownership, that's for sure.
Craig Breslow, the GM. That ownership group has owned the team for 25 years. Ground ball, third base, Rosario. 2 down. And here is Rafaela. Grounded short in the second. Did you like playing here, Joe? And did you like managing here?
No and no.
Really?
The reason I didn't like playing is there were too many things that could happen in a game that wouldn't happen other places.
Okay.
For example, a guy hits the ball down the third base line, and it goes just by the bag and then hits that sidewall that jets, and it doesn't go down the line. It jets back towards the shortstop. Now, the shortstop may not be running over that way.
Fly ball. Judge. We'll put it away. We'll get more from Joe on why he hates this place. When we come back, we go to the fifth.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Stottlemyre still wants somebody. There's Randy Johnson, the big unit. He towers over everybody. Randy's got to change his cap.
Oh, jeez. There you go. That looks better. Get that D-backs hat on, Randy.
Reggie Jackson's career.
I would compare my career to a farmer. It rained when you wanted, sunshine when you wanted to. And when you loaded up your truck, the prices were at all time.
Well, the Yankees return to prime tomorrow, take on the Red Sox. Don't miss a minute of the Yankees beginning at 6, only on prime.
So let me get back to that. No, I don't hate this place. I'm just saying there are so many things that could happen in the course of a game that don't happen in other ballparks. The ball off the wall, right? And it should have been a home run, or it's not a home run.
Up the middle. Meyer retires Gritchen.
Depending on how you hit it. You know, if you hit a line drive, you know, that's 30 feet up, it hits the wall, comes back, and you end up as a single, and a guy may have had a home run. Or you hit a pop-up that would have been an out in most ballparks, and it's now a home run. The right center gap, you hit it 415 feet, it's an out. There's just so many tricky things. So you have to prepare so different, your fielders and everyone, when you come play here, because there's so many nooks and crannies. It's a great baseball atmosphere. The fans are always into it. And it's just a tough place to manage or play because weird things happen.
So it sounds like you didn't like managing more than you didn't like playing.
Correct, because my circle was pretty easy to handle. The circle where I was defensively was not so much a problem, but everywhere else, I think outfielders need to be more active here and backing up. The shortstop has to be more active going out to left field because the ball could hit off the wall and ricochet back, and he may have to feel that. You don't have to do that at other ballparks. And if they forget for 1 second, it might cost you the game.
0-2 on Chisholm. Now, did you ever feel intimidated? Let's say a game you didn't start, you were in the bullpen, maybe helping out. I heard it gets pretty nasty out there.
No, because it gets nasty in a lot of ballparks that I've been to. So I never really felt that as much, and maybe because I wasn't down there as much as the pitchers.
Jazz goes around.
But I tell you what was one of the coolest things is when you're managing, you stand where Aaron Boone's standing, you're going to see the check swing on this breaking ball. That's a questionable one. I think he probably ended up going. But always standing at the rail, there was always someone famous usually right next to you. And I think the favorite person I ever met standing there was Denzel Washington.
Really?
Oh, I was so fired up.
Did you say something to him?
Oh, of course.
Ground ball in the hole, backhanded by Story, fires across the diamond, and that pulls Contreras off the bag. So Caballero will reach. You know, in those seats that you're talking about, Joe,
yeah,
it's a pretty nice play by Story to even get to it.
Yeah, and he loves to throw on the run. He's more comfortable throwing on the run. And Contreras does actually the right thing coming off the bag to block this because you don't want Caballero to get in scoring position. So I would imagine, though, you know, this is always a tough position for a manager. You want to turn the lineup over. So do you want to turn him loose and let him get thrown out with 2 outs? He has to really be sure if he goes. But what were you saying?
Here's Wells at the plate. That in the 163rd game in 1978, when the Yankees came back from all those games back against the Red Sox, and they had to play that 1-game playoff, which was the 163rd game. George Steinbrenner was sitting in the box. Can you imagine the pressure that Bob Lemon felt?
Oh, yeah, that would not be pressure that I wanted.
And then from the stories I've heard from people that were here, when Bucky hit the home run, the place went silent. And the only cheers were from that box. Al Rosen and George Steinbrenner, they were cheering. It was the whole Yankee contingent.
Here's the thing about Mr. Steiner. He was not intimidating. He didn't care. Like,
no,
you don't see front office people sit down there very often because they don't want to hear it.
The 0-2. Driven down the right field line. And it is a foul ball.
In all the time I've been here, I've only seen one wrapped around the pesky pole, and it was Wade Boggs.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow. One and two on Wells. Just missed outside.
Yeah, what if Narvaez is going to go talk to him and like, don't worry about the runner. Just continue to throw strikes, because if you get an out here, it doesn't matter where the runner on first is. He can be on third if you get an out. It doesn't matter.
So Boone is throwing up what the count is right now. 2-2. Now, one of the worries that the Red Sox really do have is Garrett Crochet, who, you know, his best pitch was what, a sweeper?
Sweeper. Oh, it swept too.
And it's kind of non-existent this year. So people are sitting on his fastball. And he's been hit hard the last two starts. And he's the ace of their staff, Joe.
Yeah, and there's concern because it's the most inning he's ever logged. And how is he physically going to respond? I love what Caballero's doing at first base. He's trying to get him to throw over for the second time. I mean, he's jumping around. It's kind of a one-way lead. He knows that he's going back. But if he gets that second one, then maybe he'll be a little bit more riskier in trying to steal.
One on, two outs, and a 2-2 count on Austin Wells, the ninth batter in the Yankee order. Yankees lead 1-0 on the Stanton home run. We're in the top of the fifth. Big lead, he goes. Grounded softly, fielded by Early. He'll take it himself, and that will do it. No runs ahead. One left. We're halfway through. Yankees lead 1-0.
With 3 hits here tonight. And the 2-0 pitch. He's not done. High and deep. And this one.
pitch is outside. The weird part is, you know, Meyer's brother, his name is Johnny Drama. It's unbelievable how it all fits together. Grounded foul.
To me, he's that classic hitter, Michael, where he tries to hit the fastball the opposite field and pull the breaking ball, which keeps him kind of on time for everything. It's just the most important thing after that is pitch recognition. You recognize that it's a breaking ball, so you know what you're doing.
And he is plunked. You can hear it up here. Never fun to get hit, but on a cold night,
on your feet, that's what you call a back foot breaking ball. Wow, got the front foot, and it always misses the pad. How's it miss the pad? Missed it. It's a good thing it was a glancing blow for him. Got to watch for the bunt here, Michael. Good drag bunter. He had 6 hits on bunts last year.
And a strike.
The Red Sox have been bunting a lot more. They tried to safety squeeze yesterday. Got lucky that Flaherty made an error. They had the base runner dead to right at home.
See if they can turn 2. Oh, they do. Red Sox crowd booing right now.
Yeah, I never really understood that completely.
The booing?
Yeah, that why you wouldn't be trying to encourage him to get him going. Because I don't think it makes it easier as a player when you're being booed.
Oh, we saw that worked in Philly with Trey Turner.
Yeah,
where they, you know, they're a notoriously tough crowd, and they said, let's cheer him.
See what happens.
It worked. But fans get frustrated too.
Oh, I get it. I mean, I get why they boo. They want to win, and they want players to do well. But I'm not sure it's a great motivator. Unless you're on the road.
I mean, you had the honor of getting booed at the Yankee Fan Fest, which I'd never heard about.
Yeah, Fan Fest, spring training, the welcome home dinner. Took a while.
You won him over.
I thank Doc Gooden for throwing that no-hitter on May 14th, because to me that's when it really changed.
And Michael, what a difference a couple decades make. He was at the welcome home dinner this past one after the game on Sunday, and he received an award.
Prior to the Yankees, he gave a great speech as Narvaez lofts it to center field. Bellinger makes the play, and that'll do it. 5 in the books here at Fenway Park. Yankees lead 1-0.
Like build this for them and spend the last year of coming up with this concept and getting it off the ground and getting everybody. The experience.
Here's Trout, 2 for 2.
Hello, people. How are you feeling today? people. Right now, I think that the Yankees, they are going to produce runs. We have Aaron Judge, second, the leadoff hitter in this inning. Bryce, Giancarlo Stanton, that he got a home run in the second inning. Right now, as you can see, these all the pitches for early. The Boston pitcher, Ahmed Rosario, he has 3 home runs, and we're starting the game.
I mean, the starters are pitching out of the bullpen, pitching a lot of innings. It's amazing how they do it. They have such great depth in their organization. And what's amazing to me about that, too, is how they continue to develop players, because they shouldn't be getting good picks.
Right. They're always at the bottom of the draft. On Rosario. Judge is on deck. And that is ball 4. So a leadoff walk with Judge coming up. Never what you want.
It's not what you want, Michael.
So Judge is grounded out twice to the left side against Early. Grounded to short, grounded to third.
Yeah, they have to be thrilled about what Early has done so far in this game. He's had a lot of ground ball outs, and he has not been a ground ball pitcher so far. And that's important against the Yankees, because when they get the ball in the air, it's home run time.
So the count 0-2.
That's a pretty good percentage, and I think it's important that he has his challenges because of how dangerous he is as a hitter.
Bounced up there. Nice play by Narvaez.
Yeah, he's an outstanding blocker. Every year he's at the top of the heap when it comes to blocks above average. This is textbook. Let it come right down in front of you. You try to drop it on home plate, steer it towards home plate. Outstanding block.
The 1-2. 2-2. This might be one of the few road trips where Judge feels small, because we're staying in the same hotel as the Philadelphia 76ers.
But I'm sure they're leaving after the night.
They are leaving after tonight. Yep.
Yeah.
They're playing the Celtics tonight, game 2 of that first round series. I got in an elevator today with about 7 of them. I mean, I'm 6'4", and I felt really small.
You're a point guard.
Yeah, if that.
What do you think I am? him at the bench, water boy.
They are large people.
And everybody's a guard. Doesn't matter how big you are.
And Judge goes from 0-2 to a walk.
And the one thing they haven't gotten lately out of their starters is a lot of distance. And he's at a great pitch mark right now at only 75 pitches. It could give them 6 or 7 innings as their bullpen was really taxed with Sonny Gray going down in the 3rd inning. He's kind of gotten a little bit of trouble of being too careful.
So things over with early.
He had 10 walks in the first 19 innings this year. That's his 2nd walk tonight.
So here's Ben Rice. Struck out looking and was hit by a pitch. Yankees lead 1-0 on the Stanton 2nd inning home run. That might still be traveling. Rosario off 2nd, Judge off 1st.
See the right fielder Wilyer Abreu straight up as if you draw a line between 3rd and 2nd out to the field. He is really playing him to pull. Center field is not. But when he pulls the ball, he must really hook it down the line. That's what the numbers are going to tell you, the spray charts. Left field's pretty straight up. Center field's pretty straight up. Right field's playing to pull. He's got a big gap between the right fielder and the center fielder.
1-2. There, Rice wanted to challenge that.
Yeah, he's asking, is it at the bottom? And I think if Judge had not lost his challenge, that he probably would have challenged. It looked low to me. Yeah.
And down goes Rice. Big strikeout for early, 1 away.
Yeah, flipping that count from 2-1 to 1-2 was such a big difference.
Okay. Now Giancarlo Stanton is going to take the bat. He get a home run. The only run that contain the New York Yankees for now. And he get 2 runners on base. Oh, 2. Okay, how many people are here? Let's take this. Giancarlo Stanton now has the opportunity to create more runs. 1-2.
Ya somos otras generaciones. Dejen de normalizar odiar a tu esposo. Si a ti no te gusta la persona con la que tú te casaste, con la persona que tú vives, esa es tu realidad. Esa no es la realidad de todas las que estamos casadas. Yo que estoy casada, vengo a decirte que no. Esa no es la realidad de todas. Yo vivo feliz con mi esposo. Tenemos 7 años viviendo juntos. Te casas con una persona que no es egoísta, cuando te casas con una persona que te ama lo suficiente. Llénate de odio, llénate de valor. Yo me pongo loco cuando tomo. A mí no me comparen que yo tengo para comprar. Vamos para Singapur. Pon atención que te voy a explicar la técnica de la patada sprinter. Este ejercicio te ayuda. Mamis, buenos días, ¿cómo va? Su sábado, este es mi fin.
does.
He looked right up at 8 seconds. But I like what he does, actually, because pitchers try to control the timing. He's actually controlling the timing by not looking up until 8 seconds. Guys will hold it for 13, 14 seconds, and you're in the box, your legs get heavy. I actually like what he does.
And he's probably disrupting the pitcher right now, too. It's almost like a guy holding somebody on. Strike 3, and it's challenged there by Caballero. He's taking off his shin guard.
The batter is challenging.
Powered by T-Mobile, let's see. And it's a strike. So the Yankees are out of challenges.
New York is out of challenges.
They leave the bases loaded, but they do get 2 more runs. And it's off the same bat that got them the 1. Giancarlo Stanton hits one off the Green Monster. But Aaron Judge slides over home plate. The Yankees lead 3-0. Austin Wells fouls it off. We start the 7th. Gil has completely shut the Red Sox down.
Yeah, his only start against the Red Sox last year, he went 6 innings and didn't give up a run. We talked about how much success, a .99 ERA in 5 starts.
Fly ball. Rafaela puts it away. 1 down.
I feel like he's not far off either, Michael. And high fly balls to center, he got the barrel to that ball. A lot of times can be good things. And he's lined out to left. I'd just like to see him pull the ball in the air a little more.
Rosario swings and misses. His walk in the 6th inning started that 2-run rally for the Yanks. Yankees lead 3-0. All the runs driven in by Stanton. Ground ball to Durbin. Two away. Judge walked in that 6th inning, came around to score. 0 for 2. Fouled away. One and one as Judge checks the swing. Judge was 2 for 10 over the weekend against Kansas City. I never quite understood this chant when the Yankees are leading the game.
I think they're saying Yankees Sox.
Oh,
it's the rivalry.
I got it. See, I never, I didn't hear it the right way. Yeah. Ground ball in the hole and a base hit past the diving Story. So Judge with a 2-out single. That'll bring up Bryce.
Because after he gets a hit, you hear a lot of cheers.
Right.
So it goes from Yankee Sox to cheers. This is good placement, Michael. Just out of the reach of Trevor Story. Guys like him and Stanton ground balls get through the infield so much quicker than the average player, and that's why so many of them are hits.
You know, it's funny, you know, with the new age analytics that are available to us, sometimes you get criticized for giving exit velo, but the harder you hit, the better chance you have of getting a base hit, getting through the infield. Outfielders not catching up to it, so exit velocity means something.
It sure does. I thought I heard a stat the other day that he hit it over 95 miles an hour. The batting average is like 450. You know, so for Judge, I'm sure that ground ball was over 95 miles an hour. It's probably closer to 100, and that's why it gets through.
And that's why Ben Rice has been such a impressive hitter, because last year he turned into a guy who hit the ball much harder than he did when he first came up, and it continues this year.
And he's getting the ball in the air too, which is really impressive, and that's why there's so many home runs. You're going to see this foul tip off the top of the shin guard. Never understood how guys don't attach all the strings and it just pops off. Ooh.
The 0-2. Strike 3, and Ben Rice is challenged, but he doesn't have a challenge left. Left without a challenge. It's time for the stretch.
The hit run is on, and it's going to be an unassisted triple
How do you go from a triple play to a two-way star through a bracelet and the babe? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
how high his arm angle is.
Runner is going, and it's ball 4 as Raffaella works a walk. So 2 straight walks with 1 out, first and second. Let's see what Boone does. He has Hedrick ready. And that's going to do it for Gil. So he's got Hedrick and Cruz up. Let's see which one he goes with. Well, we've already had Blake out there, so it is going to be Hedrick. He signals for the left-hander. That's with Meyer coming up. Brent Hedrick, first and second, 1 man out. Really good performance by Gil.
It's time for the great mascot race. Ready, set, go. And they're off. Look at them go, folks. They're neck and neck. The crowd goes wild. Down the home stretch. Here they come. Here's the play at the plate. It's the Oriole Bird. Congratulations on winning the great mascot race.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them like they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
He's just the second player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Bonds would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Iron Man played his 2,131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
All right, tonight's injury report brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Anthony Volpe, 2 for 4 today. First home run in his rehab, and that's with AAA. Played 4 games with AA Somerset last week, and Boone said today he'd like to get him 5 games this week with Scranton.
Yeah, I like the way they're building him up, giving him at-bats, giving him plenty of time, a normal spring training, and not rushing him. I think it's great.
So Luis Gil has pitched very well, but then he walks to 2 batters, and they are now his responsibility. Here's Brent Hedrick.
Yeah, I know the Yankees are up 3-0 here, Michael, but you got to watch. They will try to steal second and third here. Trevor Story's on second. He stole 31 bases in a row between 24 and 25 before he was caught. Try to make it easier to get some runs in.
And they send up Andrew Monasterio to pinch hit against Hedrick, and he takes a strike. So Monasterio pinch hitting for Meyer. And quickly 0-2 for Hedrick. Hedrick has worked himself into Boone's circle of trust. You see him coming in. The situations are much more high leverage than at the beginning. The 0-2. Still 0-2. Take a look at the Yankees bullpen budget brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. Yesterday was a day off, so you would think that everybody's available. They probably love to stay away from Jabi, but everyone is well rested.
Michael, that's a manager's dream when you have a bullpen that's wide open, because it doesn't happen a lot like that during the season. You have guys that are down for a day off, some distance out of some starters. Weathers was really good again. Gives you a fresh bullpen on this 9-game road trip.
Just missed. Good pitch. 1-2.
He's a tough out, Michael. He's not a guy that strikes out a lot, not a guy that puts the ball in the ground. Fairly athletic.
Popped up. Who's going to get it? Rice, Chisholm, Judge. Judge makes the play. And then fires toward third. Cut off by Caballero. Big out for Hedrick, retiring the pinch hitter Monasterio.
Yeah, that's a business decision when you're running after a fly ball. And Judge is coming too. Get out of the way. It's his ball. He's got priority. He's got priority over the infielders. And then it's Jazz. And then it's Ben Rice. And a nice job by Aaron Judge. Nice job by Caballero to go catch that and make sure that it didn't get by the third baseman. Keep those guys at first and second.
So here's Caleb Durbin now, first and second, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Yankees lead 3-0. Durbin showed some power last year in Milwaukee, 11 home runs. He doesn't have a home run this year. And a strike from Hedrick.
Yeah, really good sinker there, down and away. Can't get hurt there. Yeah, give up a single. Chances are he's not going to get that ball in the air and drive it very far. Outstanding pitch. Get ahead.
And another strike, attacking the zone.
Ooh, that was kind of late, that challenge.
The previous pitch was called a strike. The batter is challenging.
ABS presented by T-Mobile. Let's take a look. And he's right. They overturn it. And Boone is upset that the challenge came late.
Yeah. He actually turned around and started to walk away. You're going to watch him start to walk away. You're supposed to challenge right now. No. And I guess, I mean, that's just too long.
One, 1-2. How cold is it? Take a look at the nose on Durbin. Looks like he's been on a sleigh ride. Strike 3. Again challenged by Durbin.
The previous pitch is called a strike. The batter is challenging.
Powered by T-Mobile. Let's take a look. And he's wrong. So a big strikeout for Hedrick. And he comes on and leaves 2 runners stranded. The 2 walks go by the board. We go to the 8th inning. 3-0 Yankees.
How can you go from a South Carolina trailblazer through a tour of the Far East to a Venezuelan's bid for perfection in the Motor City? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
Following in the footsteps of those legends named Robinson meant that Doby didn't always get the attention or the credit that he deserved.
Baseball can be a little bit different, and things aren't always perfect, right?
Biz, born James Raleigh Mackey, was a member of the 1923 Hilldale Club that won the first ever Eastern Colored League championship.
This was reality for these players, and speaks of the segregation, a very somber time.
In 1927, Biz Mackey took part in a 48-game tour of Japan. The 1927 tour was initiated by Japanese-American baseball pioneer Kenichi Zenemura. Years later, during World War II, Zenemura was forced to sell all his belongings and relocate to the Gila River incarceration camp.
They're being denied their freedom, but baseball provides hope, and it gives them an expression of what it is to be an American.
You realize the gravity of the situation, and baseball is that which transcends all of it.
So in 2006, the Tucson Sidewinders, a AAA team for the Arizona Diamondbacks, commemorated that high school game that had been played at Zenemura Field. And then later that season, the Sidewinders win the championship of the league by beating the Toledo Mud Hens. And on that team was Ryan Rayburn.
He watched his Detroit teammate, Armando Galarraga, toss his famous imperfect game.
Another reminder that baseball will always bring people together.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Well, fans, Yankee games on Yes are streaming live on the Gotham Sports app, included for free with your eligible TV provider subscription. Download and sign into the Gotham Sports app now and check out all the great Yankees content, including game highlights, clubhouse reports, and Jack Curry's news and views. Giancarlo Stanton leads off. He's driven in all 3 Yankee runs. Jack Anderson still in there. Came on in relief of Early. And that was in the 6th inning. Tells the story, just 2 hits for the Red Sox. And the 3 for the Yankees because of Stanton. That one's driven into center field and deep. Going back, Rafaela. And that ball is going to be caught as he runs into the wall. What a play by the Gold Glove winner. He took an extra base hit away from Stanton.
How did he catch that? I didn't think he had a prayer when he went leaping up against the wall, and I think it shows you why he's won a Gold Glove. But you're going to see him extend, never take his eye off the ball, leap, crash into the wall, and hold on. What an outstanding play. That's not fair.
Wow. Terrific play. Bellinger takes a strike.
Yeah, he gets such great jumps on the ball, and he's so athletic, and he's extremely fast. But you can see he knows how much room he has. He's looking back, checking where the wall is.
That one is laced into left field, a base hit for Cody Bellinger. That extends his hitting streak to 9 straight.
See Jack Anderson, he's worried about these things, like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh my goodness. How did he make that catch?
Realizing right there, I'm in the big leagues. They don't make that in the minors.
I love defense.
Here's Randall Grichuk. 1-0. And that one is looped into left field. It's a base hit, and it's going to split the outfielders and go to the wall. Bellinger rounding third. He's coming home. The throw is not in time. It's an RBI double for Grichuk, and it's 4-0 Yanks.
Aaron Boone chose to stay with Randall Grichuk because Boston has a left-hander up in the bullpen and did not go to Grisham, and he rewards him with his 3rd double of the year, an RBI double that puts the Yankees up 4-0. It splits the left and center fielder off the wall. Really good base runner, and Cody Bellinger takes off right away, knows the ball is down. Really good turns, tight turns, and is able to score easily. Loses his helmet, has to put a slide, but guess what? Jazz is there telling him what to do. Get down, get down, get down. And he scores easily.
Well, that'll do it for Anderson. Runner at second base. Chisholm due up. They bring on the left-hander. Yankees lead.
Jack Leiter making his season debut.
It's 148K, second among all AL rookies.
Jets 2-2. And a swing and a miss. There's his first strikeout of the season. He gets Mayo for the 2nd out of the inning. To be the way to pitch. Here's the 3-2. And that's right in there. Alonso just frozen.
Sinking fastball from Leiter. He retires the side in order for the first time tonight.
Big over-the-top windup, and the 1-2 pitch. He struck him out swinging with a cutter at 94. Nice assortment of pitches there from Jack Leiter. And that new pitch, the cutter, strikes out Adley Rutschman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Great screwball action, a changeup at 92. So Leiter making use of a couple of pitches he didn't even have 2 years ago when he made his major league debut.
It's 2-2 and a swing and a miss. Got him chasing a curveball, and Leiter, I don't know that he loved where that one ended up, but he got the job done.
Well, yes, his next game is Thursday as the Yankees and the Red Sox play the series finale here at Fenway. Extended coverage begins at 4 with 2 full hours of pregame leading up the first pitch at 6:10 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. You can also catch the Yankees batting practice show tomorrow at 5:30 before game coverage on Prime. So the Red Sox bring in Tyler Samaniego, 27 years old. He made his major league debut on April 8th. He was just called up today when they put Sonny Gray on the IL, and he gets Jazz Chisholm to swing to a pitch, 0-1.
Yeah, right now they have 9 guys in their bullpen because they don't have a starter, a 5th starter. They've not replaced Sonny Gray with a starter. They replaced him with a reliever because the bullpen's been worked so hard. And Michael, he's one of 4 pitchers for the Boston Red Sox, all relievers, making their major league debut this year.
It's a lot to ask.
Yeah, it is. When you're struggling, it's tough.
The back of their bullpen is strong, obviously, with Chapman. They got a great setup guy in Whitlock. Weissert pitched great yesterday against the Tigers, but they've got some issues. But the numbers are pretty good. Line drive, and it's caught by Contreras. Fires to second for the double play. Nice play by Contreras, and that'll do it for the Yankees in the 8th.
CB Buckner entertaining the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. Chopper off the plate. That's a fair ball. Foul. Foul ball.
Why is that a foul ball?
Oh, that's why. Oh, my.
The awkward look at the play continues. He is going to be a down duck.
What a slide.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Diving play, makes the catch at the wall. He wraps it.
Lays out and makes the catch. How about the green and gold? Flash in the leather. McNeil.
Wow, what a play. He got him.
Try and teach that.
He will make a leaping catch.
Can anybody get there? Guerrero does.
Comes home. It's there. He is out at the plate.
In comes Soderstrom. Headlong dive, and he makes the catch.
He is out at the plate.
He leaps and he caught it. Against the wall, and he makes the catch. He loses his hat.
Jackson Merrill did it again. Merrill madness in Anaheim.
On the slide, makes the catch. Wynn makes the catch. Knocked down by Carroll's long throw and got him. What a play.
Outfield grass diving stop. Wynn gets up, fires to first for the out. What a play.
Diving stop at second for Ozzie Albies.
Well, fans, stay tuned after the final out for tonight's WB Mason Yankees postgame as Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry going to have highlights and analysis. Meredith Marakovitz gets player interviews in the clubhouse, and we'll hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. That's all coming up next on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. They just had a chorus of Sweet Caroline, which is always played heading into the bottom of the 8th inning. Defensive shift. Cody Bellinger moves from center to left. Trent Grisham takes over in center field. Narvaez leads off against Hedrick, who deals a strike. Hedrick did a good job to get out of the 7th inning. So Yankees get a run in the 8th. They're up 4-0. First game of this 3-game set. Grounded foul. Red Sox started the season 2-8. They've been 7-5 since then, but still 9-13 to open the season. And the Red Sox and the Blue Jays are tied for last place in the East, while the Yankees sit atop the standings. Tampa Bay a game behind. Baltimore 2.5 behind before play began tonight. Lined into right center field. That's trouble. It's a base hit. Cutting it up beautifully is Judge. And he holds Narvaez to a single. That's a nice play by the Yankee captain.
Yeah, he does a really good job of cutting this ball off and keeping the double play in order. This ball kind of checks up when it hits the grass. It kind of checks up a little bit. He's able to cut it off, be able to get rid of it quick, and you know that he has a very accurate and strong arm. So Narvaez, with down 4 runs in the 8th, knows that he can't make the out at second.
So Boone will take the ball from Hedrick after this single by Narvaez. Just the 3rd hit of the night for the Red Sox. So Boone makes a signal to the bullpen. That'll do it for Hedrick. Yankees lead this one 4-0.
Very shallow right field. Can anybody get there? Guerrero does. What a great over-the-shoulder catch by Guerrero down the line.
Drives the ball the other way towards the corner. In his first big league at bat, he's hit it out. Felix Reyes, welcome to your dream.
Line drive to left. In comes Soderstrom. Headlong dive, and he makes the catch.
Just a great read off the bat from Tyler Soderstrom.
To the edge of the track, at the wall, he wraps it. First pitch, what a start. Brandon Marsh takes a homer from Acuna.
At the wall, here comes Merrill leaping. Jackson Merrill did it again. Merrill madness in Anaheim.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
This chiropractic telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. So they go to old reliable Tim Hill. 9 innings, no walks, 3 strikeouts, an ERA of 1. Opponents hit 167 against him. So he'll go up against the Red Sox youngster, Roman Anthony. 1-0. And a strike. 1-1. Anthony is 0 for 2 with a walk, lined out to Caballero last time up.
Yeah, and he's reverse splits this year, hitting .333 off of left-handers, which is unusual. He hit pretty good off of left-handers last year, but he hit righties better. This year he has struggled against righties, as he did a little bit more tonight. Aaron Boone's looking for a double play ball, Michael.
And that one's chopped softly up the middle. They have 1 play and they make it at first. Moving to second is Narvaez.
Really good job by Caballero to attack this baseball. You get the weak contact. You were hoping it would be hit a little bit harder so you get a double play, but he does a nice job of getting Roman Anthony, who's speedy down the line. Quick transfer, accurate throw. It gets Roman Anthony for the first out. Contreras will be very aggressive here, but what else is Tim gonna throw besides a sinker?
And that one is chopped left side. McMahon for out number 2. Moving to third is Narvaez. You almost want to show Tim Hill video to every pitcher.
Yeah, but he has that late sink, the deception because of where he throws. Can you imagine if he had a good sweeper too? He may never get hit.
He gets so many ground balls.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Caballero's got to get over.
Yoshida takes inside.
He's talking to McMahon. He was kind of sprinting to his position as the ball was being pitched.
And a strike. Two and two. Up the middle, Caballero, and Hill does it again. Forget Hill, that's Tim Mountain.
Getting traded to Boston from Chicago. You see here the traditional jersey. I love a road jersey because it says where you're from, and this is simple, clean, and cool. And then you see this patch right here. This is from the 2013 postseason run, which was unlike anything I had ever been a part of, to punch through and hoist that trophy. Boston strong forever, baby.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
So this is MLB Network Talent Stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lawrence Shahadi card?
How about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lawrence Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out, kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man.
Yeah.
That's the most important
That's a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, Can of Corn.
Easy fly ball.
Against us off of Andy Pettit that I still have nightmares off of.
And there was nobody better at catcher's interference.
Nobody. Couple a year.
Caballero leads off, takes the ball. And now a strike. As for Tim Hill, 24 of 29 batted balls this season, Joe, have been on the ground.
Shocked?
No.
He gives up runs if he runs into bad luck, is basically what it is.
Right, because there's only 4 infielders.
Yes.
And there's other real estate that's open.
Maybe they should try 5 like they do.
You know, it's not a bad idea. I love that idea. I maybe even bring all the outfielders in.
Let's not get carried away, Mike. Because he can't get a double play if he gives up a double or a triple.
True. Three and one on Caballero with Austin Wells on deck. And again, Caballero wants to look in your eyes. When he was a young man, he must have been great in bars. He has great eye contact. He really does.
There's going to be a Caballero rule next year. Not going to allow what he's doing.
You're not going to allow what Caballero's doing?
Yeah, I think they're going to say, look, don't get in the box and look at or something. Like, I think it's fair, and I would hate to see him do that, but there's going to be a lot of people that complain about it.
And now they're saying that Caballero wasn't in on time. He violates the pitch clock, and he got struck out. So the game got a little bit too long, and the umpire said, you know what? I got the vibration, means that it was too long, and he's going to get a strikeout.
But it came from the first base umpire, which was interesting for me. It did not come from the home plate umpire. So I don't know if the vibration is in his pocket. Boy, it seemed awful quick, didn't it? 11. Yeah. Yeah, he's not in the box. No. Good job of Aaron Boone getting out there.
And Wells wraps one to right field for base hit.
And making sure that he didn't get tossed or argued, because he's already used his extra infielder, so he got out there quickly. There were days like you couldn't get out there quick enough, but as a manager, you could be able to get out there and protect your player.
I'm not saying umpires would do this, but they are human beings, and they're probably annoyed by him doing the 8-second thing constantly.
Sure. Yeah.
So they were looking to zap him, and they zapped him.
Well, yeah, because he cuts it so close every time. It's at like 8 seconds every time. And they don't want to see the stoppage in play, like they had to do, what, 4 times tonight?
Yep. Ryan McMahon's first at bat came in for defense for Rosario. And a strike. When the 9th inning, it's 4-0 Yankees. And McMahon goes down on strikes. 2 away. Now Samaniego has to deal with Judge. Judge 1 for 3 with a walk, run scored. Bednar getting ready. Yankees have a 4-run lead, but they will bring in the closer, who is well rested. Want to know? Two and 0. You got the lefty swinging Rice on deck.
It doesn't seem that he wants any part of Aaron Judge. Greg Maddux had an interesting theory about this. If you're going to pitch around someone, you pitch around him with the pitch you have the best control with, which is usually a fastball. Don't take a chance of hanging a breaking ball.
So that's a walk, his second walk. Other pitchers have the theory, if I'm going to walk him, I'll just plunk him and save a pitch.
Well, that was back in the old day. You know, if you're going to walk him, just put up the 4 fingers from the manager and say, go ahead.
Right. I think you're hedging your bet when a manager says, well, be careful here. Well, then let's just walk him.
You don't know how many times I got that coming from the bench. Be careful here. Be smart here. What do you think? I'm trying to be dumb?
Check swing, fouled away.
It's like if you're facing Tim Hill, you look at the catcher and tell him the hitter's the first pitch fastball hitter. What do you want me to throw?
First and second, 2 outs. And quickly 0-2 on Rice. Rice has struck out 3 times and was hit by a pitch tonight. Strike 3. Golden sombrero for Rice. He strikes out 4 times. We go to the bottom of the 9th.
I don't know that any other second baseman in baseball attempts that play.
No way.
David Fry! He's looking at Quan saying, maybe I need one of them gold gloves.
Bregman picks it up. Out at first. Nice play by Alex.
You can't run on Ellie? Not that close. Come on. What a play at the corners for the Cardinals infield.
Diving attempt by Dubon. He's got it up on his feet. Cuts it loose. That's in time. Great play.
Church with a great catch up against the fence.
The dive, and he caught it. He laid out and made the play. The second good play by Nathan Church.
Made the catch.
Wow. Oh, what a play. Yes. Put a star next to that play. Xander gets to it. Spin. A nice play on the back end by Gavin Sheets as well.
Oh, yes, he did. What a great play by Angel Martinez. He did it again. He just bookended his day with another dynamite acrobatic catch. Made the catch. Troy Johnston with a diving catch ends the ball game.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Bryce Harper will lead things off as we go.
Time for the game-changing drives to the game. Brought to you by Audi and the all-new Audi Q3. Let's take a look at this one in the second inning. This is still traveling. Oh, yeah. On to Lansdowne Street. And then later on in the 6th inning, a double off the green monster to drive in 2 runs, give the Yankees more breathing room. So the Yankees lead 4-0. But 3 of them accounted for by that man, Giancarlo Stanton. Hey, G. Trying to stay warm on a cold night at Fenway Park. Not a safe situation, but the Yankees go to David Bednar. 12 strikeouts in 8 2/3 innings. Giving up some hits, 306 batting average against, but 6 of 7 in safe situations. Again, this is not a safe situation.
Michael, I was explaining to you why this is a pet peeve of mine. Your most electric pitcher in your bullpen is usually your closer. I would like to see him get rid of the 3-batter minimum in the 9th inning. And when it became a closing situation, you could bring your closer in. So he would not have to start this inning. But if a guy got on base, you could bring him in. Because I hate using closers when you don't have to.
But even with the rule, can't you bring somebody in until he lets?
Well, it could be 4-3.
Yeah.
Before you can bring him in.
Yeah.
And you always want to give your closer wiggle room, and sometimes you use them more than you want to, and then you don't have them in games where you really need them. It'd be the one rule I'd like to see him change.
There's a breaking ball strike, 1-2 on Abreu, Story, and Rafaela. Red Sox have managed just 3 hits against 4 Yankee pitchers. Luis Gil started and was terrific. Gil went 6 1/3 innings. Didn't allow a run. right back to Bednar. One away.
Did a good job of setting that pitch up with a high fastball before and throwing the split down in the zone. You see the frustration by Abreu. Trevor Story, this is one guy you got to be careful of just flipping a breaking ball up, because he hits hanging breaking balls really, really well. He will chase them below the zone, but don't just flip it up there, because he's aggressive on them.
One and 0. Story has struck out a lot this year, coming into this game striking out 37.5% of the time.
You talk about making the most of his hits, though. 18 hits, 17 RBIs. I mean, he's among league leaders in the American League with 17 RBIs.
296 average with runners in scoring position. That saved him.
Good way to have him. Nobody on base.
He had some year last year, played 157 games. He's injury prone. Had 31 steals.
32 attempts.
Yep.
And it was 31 in a row.
Yeah, got the last attempt thrown out by Shea Langoliers. Ground ball, McMahon. And the Red Sox are down to their final out. Now you could say the Red Sox look flat tonight, but when you don't score, you always look flat.
Always.
Always, and that's a huge complaint. Well, they look so flat. Well, if you don't hit and there's no offense, you look flat.
Excitement from a bench comes from hitting.
Right.
It doesn't come from pitching necessarily.
Excitement came from him tonight.
Yeah, he looked really good again tonight.
But there's some heat on this Red Sox team here in Boston. They don't like the roster. They don't like the offseason. And now the Red Sox 1 out away from going 9-14.
They haven't been able to keep their stars, Michael, and I think that's the frustration. You know, you think about Mookie Betts leaving, and then you think about, you know, some of the other, Bregman just left.
Xander Bogaerts. They traded
Rafael Devers.
Because they wanted to get rid of that contract. Yep. The 1-2. That's going to be a tough play. Charging McMahon. He just will eat it as Rafael reaches with an infield single.
You want to induce weak contact, but sometimes you don't want to induce weak contact to guys that can fly like Rafael, and there's just no chance. McMahon does the right thing. Just eat it. Don't take a chance of throwing it away and getting the stupid air. You know he's got it.
So Jaron Duran is going to pinch hit for Monasterio. They do not hold on Rafaela. He can take second if he likes, and there he goes. So he goes to second on defensive indifference.
I always hated, though, like if he gets a hit here, it's an earned run on Bednar. There were times I would actually hold him on, Michael. Like if there was a right-handed hitter in this situation.
Right.
Because they care. It means something. ERA means something to a pitcher. I know a lot of times we don't look at it as an important stat sometimes, but it means something.
And a strike, 2-1 on the pinch hitter, Jaron Duran. And now the runner goes without even a pitch being thrown. And a strike away.
What do you call that one?
Really defensive indifference. balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 9th inning, Yankees lead 4-0. The first game of a 3-game set between these two longtime rivals. And the pitch. A little bit high, and the count full.
I would think he would throw him a split here, Michael. Down. He will chase down. Not so much in and out, but he will chase down.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on the split, and that'll do it. As the Yankees win 4-0. Giancarlo Stanton drove in 3 of the runs. And domination from the beginning to the end as the Yankees win their 4th straight game.
Yeah, I think that the big thing is Luis Gil was really good again tonight. And he's had so much success against the Boston Red Sox. But to see him have success tonight is really important, because you're going to need all these starters, because people are, hopefully they don't, are going to go down, and you need depth. And the Yankees have the rotation going in a really good direction.
Well, Max Fried tomorrow, Cam Schlittler after that. So they've got it lined up. They win the first game of the series, 4-10-0, beating 0-4-0. We'll come back, we'll give out awards, and then the post game after that.
Here we are, Arlington, Texas. This is the Graham Slam Burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli, or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player